Question 8, Don says, okay, once a mind-body-spirit complex becomes aware of this process, it then decides that in order to have the abilities, the full abilities of the creation and the creator, of which it is a small part, yet at the same time all of it, I would say. In order to have the abilities that go with the entire creation, it is necessary to reunite its thinking or reharmonize its thinking with the original creative thought in precise vibration or frequency of vibration, I will say. He then finishes and asks, in order to do this, it is necessary to discipline the personality so that it precisely conforms with the original thought or original vibration. And this is broken into 7 areas of discipline, each corresponding to one of the true colors of the spectrum. Is this correct? Now Ra says, this statement, though correct, bears great potential for being misunderstood. The precision, that which each energy center matches the original thought, lies not in the systematic placement of each energy nexus, but rather in the fluid and plastic placement of the balanced blending of these energy centers in such a way that intelligent energy is able to channel itself with minimal distortion. The mind-body-spirit complex is not a machine. It is rather what you might call a tone poem. And here we see Ra's artistic description of our beingness. Whenever possible, they always say this to kind of, deter us from the notion that we are machines, that we need to get things right, that we need to, conform to certain things. This is a very, this is why Ra says that left brain, so-called left lobe brain, can get into negative polarity, or negative polarization rather, because you want to get things structured. You want to create a sort of recipe into which we have to follow. And Ra throws in the truth that even though there is a structure, there is a malleable sort of approach to things. And if you read Don's question again, it's very accurate in the way that he describes that, we are created from infinity into a distorted being to find infinity. And so that's why he calls the original thought or original vibration that we need to conform with and harmonize and all of the... So, to conform with that, we have to go into each of the energy centers, and get them right and all of this. Now, again, Don's thinking is not wrong. It is correct. But, you see, Ra is just saying like, okay, yes, everything you said is true, but let's clarify it a little bit on the wavy side. Your blueprint, your structure is well constructed. But let's add some colors to it. Let's add some flexibility to it too. And that's why they say, fluid and plastic. 2 great words to emphasize this point. That we have energy centers that are only in need for for intelligent energy to flow through effortlessly. That's the point. No effort into intelligent energy. And this is why, say, Taoism is great for this, because it shows you the nature of reality. It shows you how we are in accordance with nature when we are fluid, when we are spontaneous. This is what Zen Buddhism also inspires in us, is that spontaneity. And so that is the approach that I would say to energy centers. It's not that, I have negative thoughts, I have a blockage in my red or orange energy center. I should do this. No, I would say just experience it, allow it to happen, in your mind. If it's not consonant with the law of one to do it externally, then don't do it. But if you need to express yourself, sexuality, survival, societal affairs, whatever it is, express yourself. Love. Hey, listen, I have love for crystals. I love them. I love crystals. I have love for trees. Let me express that. Not, people are going to think I'm weird because I love plants or crystals or cars or whatever it is. Just express that. That is the fluidity that Ra is talking about here. And, you may think like, well, those things are not spiritual. Cars or even guns, I would say, which a lot of us will probably frown upon. But hey, if you like guns, you love guns. You have love for guns. I'm particularly not excited about guns. Yeah, I'm not very American. I don't like sports, guns, alcohol, drugs, and all that stuff. That is, I love. George Carlin used to talk about the 5 or 6 clubs of men. Very American. I did not belong to any of those clubs. But anyhow, people love them. Just express it. Do it. Nobody's here to tell you what is not spiritual and what is. That's the person that tells you that something is not spiritual has no idea about spirituality. You may think that this has no relevance to higher densities and the logos and all this magnanimous stuff, but who are you to say so? Even you have no say in this. Enjoy your life. That's all I'm telling you. Try to convince you to enjoy your life. Is that too much to ask? Just enjoy who you are. That's it. You will learn from that. Yeah, people would tell you, well, doing these things is bad, and all that. Whatever. That's their judgment. You live with who you are. Be fluid. Be plastic. Plasticity, not plastic in the sense of being fake.